Okay, welcome to the last question where we've got a trial and improvement question with 4 marks on offer. So please don't be one of the majority of people that only pick up 2 or possibly 3 marks. Let's try and get all 4 to finish off the exam. Now we're told already that this equation here, x cubed plus 2x equals 60, has a solution between 3 and 4. So we don't need to test 3 and 4. Okay, now we're going to make a table of values here where we're going to choose our different x values. We're going to have a bit of an evaluation in the middle, and then we're going to make a comment at the end. So we're told it's between 3 and 4, so the sensible place to start would be at 3.5. So when we put 3.5 into our calculators, what do we get? We find we get 49.875. So my comment for that is that it is too small. We've got 1 mark for doing that, 1 mark only. Okay, now it's quite a bit off from 60, so let's jump up 2 points. Let's go for 3.7. Now when we put 3.7 in, we do 3.7 cubed plus 2 times 3.7. This time we get a lot closer, we get 58.053, but the key comment is it's still too small. Still only got 1 mark so far as well, so we've got to keep going. Okay, so now we're going to try 3.8. Put that into our calculator, 3.8 cubed plus 2 times 3.8, and do show you're working for this. This time we get 62.472, so this time we've got one that's too big. That's our second mark, because we found 1 decimal place that's immediately too small, and the next decimal place, the next one up, which is too big. What do we have to do now? Well, to get our third mark, we must test the value that is exactly halfway between these two, which is 3.75. So test that value, 3.75 cubed plus 2 times 3.75, and what do we get for that? Well, we get that's equal to 60.234, something or other. I'm not too bothered. The key point is it is too big. Now what does this all mean? What's our answer going to be? Okay, well we found out that at 3.7 our answer was too small. It's 58 point something. Okay, now at 3.8 our answer was too big, it was 62.4 something. So we tested halfway in the middle, tested at 3.75, and we found that our answer was still just a little bit too big. It was 60.234 something, which means that our answer of exactly 60 must lie somewhere just slightly under 3.75. Now I'm not bothered what it is, I'm just bothered that it's less than 3.75, which means that when I round it to 1 decimal place, it's closer to 3.7 than it is to 3.8. So it rounds down to 3.7. Please go through that again. Make sure you understand where we picked up the marks. 1 mark for getting it correct to 1 decimal place. 2nd mark for getting one that's too small, one that's too big. A 3rd mark for testing it halfway between the two. And a final mark for correctly understanding where does 60 go then, so which value does it round to? Because it was too big at 3.75, it rounds down to 3.7. Okay, well done for that paper. Hope you got full marks, hope you got a really good C, and have another go at another one. Okay, off we go.